Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon. Welcome to another month of FEH Freebies. This time for May, we are kicking things off with Heroes with Harsh Command Plus. And we have a pretty solid lineup, especially on red we have Constance and Lucia. I feel like this is kind of fast for her to get a rerun, but pretty nifty. Wouldn't mind picking her up. And then on blue we have Aranis, who is less exciting, but still not terrible. So we will try for a red if we got one. So we'll go ahead and grab one of these and hope for something cool to start the month off. Just Morgul. Happy to see him, but not terribly useful, sadly. But that's fine, we still have lots of summons for this month. Hopefully we'll get some other cool stuff.
For this new banner returning Ascendant and Rearmed. Well, they didn't lie. That is indeed a rearmed hero. One, singular. Very disappointing banner. Was hoping to see multiple rearmed heroes. In particular, I wanted Grima, but instead we just got Leaf. We also have Ishtar, Leg Yarn, have them. Idun, have her. We got Lilith, Florina, Gustav, Hilda. I think I'm going to go colorless for Florina because I would like the option to give SD Far Trace to Ash. I might even pull any colorless that pop up. And Hilda had, what, Velocity? Yeah. Wouldn't mind Hilda just because I like Hilda, but I think we'll just go colorless. Green if there's no colorless, but we got one. I was gonna say I'll pull any colorless that pop up, but the game said no. Just a Gaius. How long does this banner last? 13 days? Alright, we'll see like the new heroes, and if I feel like I want that SD Far Trace, then I might come back, just because I really would like that as an option for Ash. And Florina has not gotten a lot of runs, so that makes it a little annoying. Alright, we got another arena reward ticket. Oh. Well, that's sad. No blues, no blues. Well, what has this green got for us? Mamori, I think? I was gonna say, like, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, actually, what does this greenstone have for us? Because I don't know what this is. But it's just, Mamori, not terribly useful. Yeah, she had Vengeful Fighter, which I guess was kind of cool, but we have that on a Grand Hero unit now, so that's not even good for fodder. For our rerun of a Season 4 Picnics, we're gonna go green, hope for a Felicia. At least we got one. Just Raven. Oh well. For weekly revivals 20 and 71, on this one we're going to go for Corn Boy, of course. On this one I don't really need any of these. I think we'll just pull blue for that 4-star special chance of getting something else that I would like. But it looks like we don't have anything. Yeah, just an Est. Just a Fairy Est. And then over on this one, yeah, I want Corrin because Corrin. But we will just pop this blue, hope for something cool. Nah. I mean, Calm isn't the most exciting thing we could have pulled, but it's also definitely not the worst. It's far more exciting than the Est, at least. At least he's new-ish. I don't think I still have 10 copies of him, so new in my book. Time for another arena ticket. Please be nicer to me than the Fallen banner was. At least it gave me blue orbs this time. That's nice. Oh, Brave Elliewood. Okay. Not really what I was hoping for, but definitely one of the better things I could have gotten, so not too upset with that. Rally fodder, or he's got Swift Sparrow 3, that's not as in demand anymore. Attack speed ruse, we might start seeing tier 4 ruses since we're getting tier 4 snags now. And then speed opening is kind of whatever, but yeah, definitely could be worse. Could be worse. For this month's new power banner, gonna go for Duo Alm. I don't remember any of these refines standing out to me immensely, but, you know, having another duo wouldn't be bad. Sweet, got one green, so we'll just pull that. I don't need him badly enough to spend what's remaining of my orbs after that Anankos disaster. Ah, just an Orochi. For the Hall of Forms revival, don't desperately need any of these. Kind of want to just pull blue. Well, green isn't bad backup either. Sonya was my second pick. Come on, something cool. Oh, we got Sonya. Alright. Not necessarily the strongest unit we could pull, but still a pretty cool one. I do actually like Sonya among the Valentia cast, so pretty nifty to get another merge for her. I also forgot to check the stats on that one. She was plus res, but my current one is plus attack, so I was just going to merge into that anyway. But with this, she's actually plus 5, so she's actually getting pretty high up there in terms of merges. Not bad. Alrighty, we have Weekly Revival 57 and 21. None of these are units I'm desperate for, but I think I might go green. Having Distant Counter on hand to chain fodder all these new versions of DC that they keep pushing out would be helpful. And on this one, maybe blue actually for Shiro, but don't really need any of these. And we also had the new Sears Snare mode today, and I went ahead and played through that, and so far it actually seems kind of fun. I think some of the rules, similar to the Fae channel, weren't explained very well, but it's not too hard to pick things up. Seems like an interesting mode, so I'd like to play more of that, but I'm out of stamina for it, unfortunately. But it's an interesting little experience. The need for healing is not as important as I was expecting it to be, so I brought Sakura, and she does heal, but she hasn't been doing a whole lot else, and I haven't needed that much healing. The enemies have been fairly easy so far. Maybe they'll get harder later on. On this one, we were gonna go green, right? Alright, what have we got? Free DC, please. Oh, nope, but we got Sylvain. That's new. Still find it weird that Sylvain ended up demoted again to make room for Ingrid when he could have just been the Arcane Lance himself. Weird choice, weird choice. Plus speed. I don't know what he wants, I don't remember off the top of my head. But that is, that's a pretty cool free pull for a 4-star since he's brand new. Yeah, I wish he had come with Lance of Ruin. I think that would have been funny, especially if we got a Lance Armor Grand Hero Battle of his brother eventually, then we could just inherit the Lance to him. Alas. Alas. Well, still, not a bad free pull, at least. This month's remix banners are Leaf and Edelgard. Neither with lineups that I'm terribly excited by. On this one, I think we're going to go green. Edelgard could use a merge, and Ymir has okay fodder with Unity, Trace, and Rally up. Compared to that, like, Est has Attack Res Push and Flow Feather, so not too desperate to get her. And then I actually have everyone else on this banner except Erica, who has attack speed solo. Not bad, but not the most in-demand A slot. I'd probably honestly just keep her. And then on this one, for some reason, Leaf got Tempest, which is an odd choice in my opinion, but I guess he does also have Distant Counter. He also has Times Pulse, but I don't know, Tempest is just kind of weird compared to some of the other remix skills we've gotten. I feel like they kind of overvalue it. Like, Tempest is good, but I don't think it's, like, that sought after. I mean, I guess it's the even variant, so you could run it with the Seal and have a fully activated Tempest, but I don't know, there's a pretty big opportunity cost compared to running something like an Oath skill or something in the sea and then having your Seal open for more stats, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I also don't have Leaf or Robin, but I'm also not terribly desperate for either of them. Sane has some okay fodder, but not stuff that I desperately need. Kind of same with Peony, who I'd probably just merge, honestly. And then green, we've got Hector, who also has DC, along with Leaf, so could be helpful just to have more DC chain fodder. And joint drive speed is not as crazy as some of the other C slots. So, I think I'd still kind of rather just pull green though. So I guess we'll do that. Green on this one. Didn't even have a chance at red anyway, so rip Leaf. I already have him. Doesn't matter too much. Oh, we got Hector! Yo! Not my most desired version of the big guy, but Hector's cool, so, you know, happy to see him. He will give us DC chain fodder, which is nice. Yeah, don't really use him enough to need a merge on him, so we'll just take the free DC. Very happy with that. And on this one, we'll pull green again, hopefully. There we go, one green. Try and get either Edelgard or Ymir. Both wouldn't be terrible, so we got an Atlas. Would have been happy with a Rickon as the 3-star demote. More exciting than Atlas for me. But hey, I really can't complain. Got that Hector. Still thrilled with that. For Heroes with Bonfire, I think we're gonna go for Old Man Gregor, the haha funny silly guy. I don't particularly need him, but he's the only one of these I don't have. Backup will be colorless for Edelgard, but we did get red, so just pop one of these and try and get 40 infantry flowers, essentially. Nope, just a Kamui. Alright, more tickets. Come on, something cool. Got a blue? Perfect. Alright, come on. Give me an Azura or a Dimitri, please. Oh, Ninian, I think. That is regular Ninian. Yeah, alright. Not the dancer I was most excited to see, but I'm still pretty happy with that. I do like Ninian. I wouldn't mind plus 10ing her eventually. And she actually is getting a Resplendent, and it looks very pretty. Although I do wish they'd done something a little different with her, because like every version of her is like this blue-white color scheme, which is really pretty again, but it would have been nice if they had taken the opportunity to do something like with a different color palette. But like the outfit is nice. I wish they'd done something a little more unique for her, but minor complaints. I'm not sure that I'll get that Resplendent Maybe if I get Feh Pass for someone else, I'll pick her up alongside it later on. But plus attack Ninian is not bad for a freebie. I think I'll probably just merge into my existing one. I think my current one is plus speed, which is probably more helpful, but that's a nice arena ticket though. Alright, we have the very underwhelming Tempest Trial banner for the very underwhelming Bridal banner. So yeah, this year's Bridal banner, I'll talk about more when we actually have the units to look at, but not too thrilled with it. And then somehow, even the Tempest Trial banner ends up disappointing. They had 2 premium red units right there that they could have chosen, and instead they go with this. Oh boy. And then for the Tempest Trial unit, I'm like sitting here like, please IS, give us a male avatar who uses rings in a white suit. And they're like, oh, don't worry, I got you. And it's like, this isn't quite what I had in mind. Free my boy. So yeah, that's interesting that they went with Robin, who just got an alt like 2 months ago, and he's getting an alt in like 3 months. So it's like, why? Why was this so poorly timed? Why put him here? You could have saved him for next year. It's just weird. Just weird. Like, honestly, it should have been female Robin. I don't even, like, I get that, like, they wanted one male, so they went with him, but, like, this is, like, one of the times that you can actually justify having an all-female banner. They should have just gone with female Robin, given her some love. She doesn't have, like, a cavalry version, so they could just put her on a horse. That would have been fun for her. That isn't to say that I dislike this Robin version. On the contrary, I like it a lot. He looks cool. I'll probably end up building him, but it's just like very poorly timed, and that kind of diminishes the hype, because it's just like, yeah, that's a lot of Robin, a lot of male Robin specifically. But anyway, enough rambling about this nonsense before I get heated again. We're gonna pull blue. If there's no blue, honestly, I'll probably just pull green or colorless. Don't really care for the reds, but we got a blue. We'll try for that premium joint drive speed fodder that I don't really need anymore. I actually have an Anna that I was saving for Ash, and then he got a rain skill and didn't end up needing the joint drive speed, so instead we just got a calm. Disappointing pull for a disappointing banner. Fitting. Alright, we have the Bridal banner of all time. I wouldn't call it good. I wouldn't call it mid. Would I call it bad? Maybe. Anyway, this banner does not interest me in the slightest. Yeah, I don't like most of these characters. Tiki is fine, but she kind of brought along a little potato gremlin over here. Young Tiki barges her way in yet again. Yeah, I don't hate adult Tiki, but not wild about young Tiki stealing spotlight once again, even as the backpack unit. Really don't get why she's here. For the other units, Sayri, I don't like as a character, like at all, really. Very forgettable character, and I also really don't like this art. I've seen very mixed opinions on this. I think that this art is got a few too many different design concepts, kind of pulling it different directions, so even on an art front, I'm just not wild about this one. But she does have the new Speed Def Rain Snap, which would be kind of nifty to put on Seteth, so kind of leaning towards trying to free pull her just for that. And she is a Lance Flyer out of 10, which they sure love their Lance Flyers, huh? And then we got Flavia. She is probably my favorite character of the bunch in terms of just a pure character. Her art is okay, not especially exciting for me. She was on the preview, and I'd just woken up from a nap when I saw it, and I was so confused what I was looking at. The first thing that came to my mind was Furfrou, the Pokemon, which, yeah, I don't think anyone else would have seen that there, but that's what I saw for some odd reason. But she actually looks shockingly good for a demote. Very good stat line, a lot of speed, a lot of attack def clash 3, and you could definitely just toss stuff from Rearmed Crom onto her and have a pretty good sword cav. Honestly, a really cool demote project if you're into her, but Not a character that I like enough to spend orbs on. And her and Sayri, I guess my issue is, like, they're not super popular characters, and, like, there are a lot of Awakening characters more popular who have worse, like, more outdated kits that would probably really like to have an alt, and so it's just kind of confounding to me that they went to these characters that are less popular and have newer versions. But I mean, I guess if the goal was to make a curveball, they sure did. Not a curveball that I'm sure that everyone's going to be dropping everything to summon on, but it is a curveball. And then Anna. I've been vocal in the past. I don't like Anna in like any iteration. This one at least has Remote Sparrow and Sealed Death 4, which is cool, I guess. Green Flying Bow is not super saturated like Lance Flyer is, so she's got that going for her, but otherwise, don't care. And then the Tikis. What is, like, she looks so off. Young Tiki looks so off. Adult Tiki is very pretty, but young Tiki looks so off. I don't know what's going on there. But maybe that's just biased because I don't like her. But she seems pretty strong with her pref stuff. But then she has the new Armored Flow, which is another armor exclusive skill like the Armored Beacon we got on young Hector. But this one scales res, which is cool. But then you look at Mirror Stance and Attack Res Far Save, and those are just kind of like not super exciting at this point, I feel. Like they make sense with the kit, but I don't know. I'm just like, if I'm getting those as my throne with Armored Flow, it's not super enticing. I'm sure she'll be good, but she's not something that's super enticing to me. And then I think most disappointing to me, even more than these lackluster character picks, they went with a theme of characters that can only S support Male Robin. And then Male Robin is our Tempest unit, and his stat line is the stat line of all time. It looks like the basic stat spread crawled right off of his original version, and it doesn't translate super well. He's got like mediocre speed, and then honestly pretty low def res, and then like shockingly high attack. But I'm just not sure what I would do with him, and I'm pretty disappointed because I was kind of interested in building him. I still might if we get another rearmed tome that I think could fit him, but for now I'm just like, I don't know what to do with him, so probably gonna skip him for now at least, but I was looking forward to building him. Anyway, enough rambling about this. We're just gonna try and free pull a blue. If there's no blue, then we'll probably back up colorless, but we did get a blue, so cool. Yeah, just try and get that new snap skill for Seteth. Nope, just a May. That's okay. Even if I had gotten the snap skill, I would have been kind of disappointed because the other premium fodder there is the Life and Death 4, which Seteth already has, so he would only be getting Speed Def Rain Snap, and that's it. So not super exciting. Even a shiny new fodder wouldn't be super exciting. For Weekly Revival 72 and 22, I just realized Roy and Ninian are beat up in the background here. Why is that? But we're going to go blue for Ninian on this one and green for Annie on this one. Well, there's no blue. Red or colorless, I think red is slightly more helpful. That's a little unfortunate. Would have liked another free Ninian merge, but alas. So we got a Tharja. Not terribly exciting. And then on this one, green for Annie. Alright, sweet. At least we got the correct color on this one. Oh, instead we got a Rickon, which is still pretty helpful. I might still merge him up. Still interested in that, so getting another copy. Plus speed 2. I don't remember what my current one is, but if that one isn't plus speed, then I'll probably merge into this one. So not the focus unit, but probably my most wanted unit from the 4-star pool, so that one's pretty good. For our rerun of Bridal Blossoms, I think we're going to go for Lilina. Roy wouldn't be a bad backup though, because I did fodder my copy. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. I never really see him. He was really strong when I was using him, but I never really see him on like defense or anything. I don't know, I would expect to see him at least a little bit. I see a lot of other duos a decent bit, and he is very strong, but I don't see him very often. And we don't have any chance at Lilina, so instead we'll pull that green. Try and get another Roy. And instead we have got a Atlas. That is not the green demote that I am looking for, thank you. Go ahead and just send that straight into the Feathernator. Okay, once again, it's ticket time. Ticket time, ticket time. Sweet, we got a blue. Alright, come on. Dimitri. Or Jora. Oh, Petra, okay. Not who we were going for, but a pretty cool pickup still. I've gotten a fair number of her. I'm not sure how many I have, but I think I might be at like +5. She's getting up there, so maybe a Petra build will be in the future. Who knows, but she seems to be enthusiastic about joining our dear professor's class, so who are we to deny her? This one is plus HP. I'm not sure. I think I have like a plus attack or a plus speed one, which she would probably prefer, but still pretty cool pickup. For the Hall of Forms banner, we have Legendary Alm, who I actually would like. I'm still missing him. And we also have Spring Delphia, who is surprisingly recent, so she also wouldn't be a bad pickup, although I don't think she's a great pick for Hall of Forms since she already comes with a pretty good kit, so I don't know that using a Formisol is really worth it for her when you can't get too many upgrades for her. There's also Paula, who I've gotten a few times now randomly, which is a little annoying. Don't want her here. And then Luthier, don't need him, but I think we'll just try for an Alm. Almost want to pull that second colorless, but I don't desperately need Alm. I think it's probably fine. Just a Norn, not the Archer we were hoping for. Yeah, we'll just save our Orbs. That Alm is tempting to go for. In fact, I might even use a Forma on him if I get a build that's really good. I'm not going to do a Forma building video for him though, because I'm not sure that I'll actually end up using my soul. But if I get him, maybe I'll let you guys know. For the rerun of Bridal Grace, there's no one here that I desperately need. I already have Katria, and she is really good. She's like my main carry for limited battles with Binding Blade and Valentia units. Glad I have her. But she does have 80 near trace and speed def rain and attack speed push, which isn't bad fodder. Shauna also wouldn't be bad fodder. We can get her from codes, but wouldn't be bad to have extra far trace fodder. She also still seems like a pretty good unit. She's got a pref and everything. And even Saul doesn't have terrible fodder with Return and Deluge Bomb and Auto Recovery if I want to build more healers. So really any of those three could have some kind of use. Juno does not have anything of value. So I think I'm leaning towards red for those flyer flowers, and then the fodder because I already have the flowers from Katria. But really any of red, green, or colorless would be a good free pull. Well, we could do the whole wheel. I'm not going to do that. I don't need any of these fodder options badly enough to do that, but we could. And we just got an Olivia. Oh, just an Olivia. That's not too exciting. For the rerun of the worst banner to ever grace Faye, gonna go green. I was actually almost considering spending actual orbs on this banner because I did kind of want Hilda for velocity fodder, but I don't desperately need it, so even though a Flore and velocity would be cool, I don't think that it's worth really dumping orbs into, but we'll still try and free pull her just so I have the fodder on hand as an option. Back up, probably want Leaf for that rearmed blade just in case someone I like comes along that needs it. And then Monica does have tempo and ideal, which could be useful for someone, I'm sure. But yeah, just gonna pop greens. Never mind. And yeah, hope for something cool. Aries, not super cool at this point. A bit outclassed, just a tad. I remember when Aries was like, come on, dude. I remember when Aries was considered like super good for a demote. And I mean, I'd still say that for a demote, he is pretty good. He came with a pref and everything, and it's a pretty solid pref. But it just hasn't held up, you know. Vantage strats are already finicky, and nowadays HP Vantage checks are just not as consistent as some of the newer ones, like the res-based one on Ninja Camilla. Wings of Mercy fodder is not the worst thing we could pull. Not the most exciting, but there we go. At least finally we have some greens. Again, kind of tempting to pull both the greens, but I don't desperately need a Hilda, so we'll just take the free pulls. Take this Python. And yeah, just keep saving those orbs. Got to build the orb stocks back up. I still really want to do a big birthday summoning session for like Brave Dimitri and maybe Azura merges. So that might be on the list, and so if we can save some orbs for that, that would be great. And finally, last wheel, again no greens, so we will pull this red, try and get a leaf, and instead we have a Seth. Not even a Crom. That's unfortunate. I could have lived with a Crom. That would have been happy, but oh well. The disappointing banner gave us disappointment, so once again it is fitting. For the rerun of Bridal Beloveds, gonna go for Micaiah. Don't have her. Actually don't have any of these, so backup would probably actually be the demote, just because more dancers always nice to have. Can never have too many of those. And I think he was actually a pretty unique dancer. He had like a special cooldown manipulation, right? Yeah. So he definitely could have some fun strategies, so wouldn't mind him as a backup. But since I don't have any of these, any of them would be pretty good as a pickup. Well, we got that one colorless chance, and then a lot of red. So hopefully get that duo, but oh, we actually did! Yay! There we go, that's nice. I haven't had a Micaiah since the very first version, which I pulled for and then foddered for distant defense. So it is nice to have her back in a much stronger form. We got Cure Wing up here floating in the background. Yoon, very cute. We got Soth looking kind of uninterested, but very pretty art. And happy to have her. I didn't play Micaiah's game, so I don't know her super well, but I enjoyed her a lot in Engage, actually, so that was cool. She has plus attack, too, which is very nice. She does have her standard cavalry armor effectiveness, so that's pretty helpful as well. And I think she doesn't have a refine yet, so she should get one sometime in the future. That'll probably improve her. She comes with sacrifice. Kind of nifty pref skill that she always comes with, but the question is, when is she going to get great sacrifice and be able to heal all my units? That'll be so strong. What else? Attack res push, not super amazing. Mystic boost is somewhat premium at least. And then attack res oath 3, not the most mind-blowing kit by today's standards, but still very happy to have her, especially as a freebie, so cannot complain at all. That's a pretty exciting pull. Definitely a nice unit to have around for Arena Assault. Very happy with that. So, Future Brandy with an update. I said that I would consider getting Alm if he got some good skills, and I think we can check that box. Yeah, you guys don't really miss much by me not making a video out of this, because like I just got all of this really quickly, really uneventfully. I'm not even done with the whole thing, and I've got like every skill that I actually wanted on him, so yeah, probably gonna use a Form of Soul on him. For Weekly Revival 23 and 58, nothing that I too terribly want. Gonna go Dorcas on this banner. Just try and get a merge, not that I really use them anymore. And on this one, probably Silk. Katria could be okay as well, but yeah, I think we'll probably go Silk. Dazzling Staff Fodder wouldn't be bad to have as an option. Just pop those free summons, come on. Something cool. Oh, well, it's a relatively new character. I don't have much interest in merging Elise, but at least it's a new face, relatively speaking. And on this one, oh, really tempting to try and pull all those greens. If only this was like Dedu or someone that I was actually going for, that would be pretty nice. But we'll pull this one, hope for like a Dorcas, or I would be happy with a Rickon too. Instead we got a Orochi. That is not the demote green mage that I was hoping to see, thank you. Begone!
For heroes with Moonbow, don't particularly need any of these, especially Ingrid. I've got like several copies of her sitting around waiting to be foddered, but we never had a ton of attack speed solo fodder for Chain Inheritance, so she's just kind of sitting there. Jill we've had pop up at least, I think, twice. Don't really need anything from her. But at the very least, Cyrene here would be new. I don't particularly want her fodder, but she would give Dragonflower, so I think we're going to go red. I'd rather pull like an off-focus Felix, honestly. Can we have that instead? That'd be great. What do we got? Just a Drog. Wishful thinking, right? I don't know. Kind of odd choice. I feel like Ingrid and Jill are at the point where they're kind of like old and not nearly as exciting as some of the other new units, so kind of odd choices for this one, but Finally, rounding out the month, we have the new legendary banner for Hinoka. Okay, so I like Hinoka, okay? She's a big sis. She's cool. She's not relevant. I think she's a very baffling choice for a legendary for Fates, because Fates has like over 10 characters I could think of off the top of my head who are more relevant to the plot and would make a more fitting legendary hero, and seeing her jump ahead of so many characters is more than a little annoying. We got another Fates legend, and once again, male Corrin gets left in the dust. He's only been waiting after his female version got a legend for, what, almost 3 years now? We're getting around to that point. So more than a little annoying that she just jumped right ahead of him. I think Talk Me is way more important to the plot. I think that after Corrin and Azura, Talk Me is actually the most important Fates Royal. And I know him and Leo just got something a little bit ago, but oh, who's that right there? It's Robin. So like, that's not even a valid excuse, honestly, given that Robin just got something right after getting his legendary. So yeah, I just think Hinoka is such a weird choice. She's not even that interesting. Super offensive flying unit. She has the new Wings of Mercy 4, which does look good, but while I would like to have that for future projects, mostly dancers, honestly, Tech Speed Catch 4 as a throw-in doesn't actually help, because the dancer I want to put that on the most cannot use it. So, in fact, all the dancers I want to build cannot use that. So, at the moment, Wings of Mercy 4, not super exciting. I'd probably honestly keep her just for the arena bonus unit. And I mean, she does look good. It's just, again, kind of annoying that she skipped ahead of everyone else. She stole Takami's bow. I'm pretty sure this is like the High Priestess outfit, which is used by Mikoto and also Sakura when she promotes, I mean, usually into High Priestess. I think that's normally what most people put Sakura in. So it feels like she also stole Sakura and Makoto's clothes as well. So add that to the list of things she stole in addition to Corrin's spot.
yeah, she's okay. She looks strong. Rallying Cry looks insane, but that's her pref skill, so we can't inherit that. If I could have taken Rallying Cry and Wings of Mercy and put those on Azura, I would absolutely be pulling a copy, but that would be a little too nutty for an inheritable right now, even with power creep. Got to give that like 6 months, right? Anyway, she's sharing with Nana, who would be a good pickup, and also Ophelia, who is still pretty nice as a rearmed hero. On blue, we have Alfred, Myrrh, and Kata. And then green has Robin. We also have Satyr and Dagger, but I really only want Robin from that list since I have the other two. And then on colorless, we have Micaiah. She has Maiden Solace as her pref skill. Neutralize penalties and then also heals. Still not that great sacrifice. Come on, heal us Emblem of Dawn. That's not what we need. She would be kind of cool to have so that we could say we got 2 Micaiahs in 1 month, but probably not going to go specifically for her. Corrin, wow, you're showing your age too. DC. And then Alencia would be also a nice pickup. I could put that on Sakura or Forest, or just save it for any other future healer projects. When are we going to get Jean and Fram, our very obviously telegraphed demote healers, because no one cares about them? Just throw them right into the direct emote pool, honestly. And then we can build them. But yeah, I think we'll go red, colorless as backup, and then probably blue. Although Robin, I think I like Robin more than any of the options on blue, but the blue options overall outweigh just Robin being the only green that's interesting to me. But we'll just do the free pull. Keep saving those orbs. There we go. Aside from the big ol' Anankos disaster, we did manage to resist spending too much this month, fortunately. Just an Eric. But that's okay. We got a lot of freebies this month, and that helped offset the big cost that Anankos gave us. But overall, I'm pretty pleased. The units we got this month were overall pretty useful. I think the only super big dud was Mamori, because, like, why? But the rest were overall pretty good. And yeah, pretty pleased. Hopefully we can keep this saving energy moving into the summer. But anyways, thank you as always so much for watching. Best of luck to you guys on your polls, whether they be free or otherwise. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon, signing out.